Hey guys, what's going on? I am going to talk about IWM alerts today. So I'm going to give a tutorial basically on how to use the Discord and take a trade live. So make sure you hang around, you'll see me taking a trade live if there is one. If not, we can talk a little bit about what you get and how you should use the information. Because a lot of people can be a little confused when they enter in your Discord. So yeah, just let me have some coffee and we'll get started. So if you're not a member of IWM Alerts, this is a trade alert service that comes out pretty much at market open. So you'll see once we get into the video more that David alerts on voice call within the first 5 minutes of the market open, and he's usually done within the first 10 minutes. Sometimes it goes a bit longer, like yesterday, but usually it'll be one trade within about 5 minutes of the market open. So it's really cool because you know when it's going to be. You can set up your stuff, you can get ready to go, you can put that time aside, and then you can take that one trade. He has a 95% win rate, which is phenomenal. What I'll do is I'll leave the link to the description in the description to this page right here, and you can go through it and try and get an idea of what this is about. But honestly, watching this video is going to give you more information than is on this page, which is why I'm going to make it and put it on my YouTube channel. So here's IWM Alerts. This one right here. We only have a few channels. We have General Channel, IWM Pre-Market Alerts, or Pre-Market Notes channel, and then we have the Voice channel where all the action happens. You can see the channel here is quite busy. It gets really busy around probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes as the market starts to open. But right now, not much is happening. People are saying good morning. But the one thing that is going on in the background here is David Alexander, this guy. He's in charge of the Discord, he's the man. He's starting to look at different things which will be relevant to today's trade if there is one. And he's regimental at posting this. And he posts his footprints and his market profile stuff, which I don't fully understand. Maybe you guys do. Some people are learning how to do it and some people are just blindly following the trades. But he'll start to post the relevant charting to show you what he's looking at. One thing he does look at is the VIX. So he looks at basically, is the VIX under 20? If it's under 20, which it is today, that's a really good sign. It means volatility is lower. His strategy just seems to work better when VIX is low. He looks at any economic events. So if there's like a weird economic event coming up, something that might move the market. Computer's lagging today a little bit. I really need to upgrade my computer. See if we can switch back. Come on. Show me the Discord. You know you want to. There we go. That's how bad my computer is. I really need to get it upgraded. I think I'm using like 93% of RAM at the moment. I've still been getting good fills though, so hopefully I'll get a good fill today and you'll see that in real time on my brokerage account, which I have set up right here. And I'm going to show you exactly how I set it up for the trade in just a minute and execute the trade if there's one. So this is what he's talking about pre-market. He's looking about price continues to hit the high volume area, 208.5 and fading. So he's starting to look at where that price might fade from. So it could be puts today. Now this is the key area about 10 minutes before market open, so about now. He says he's adding the 209 and 208 puts into his watch list with the 208s in my active trader. We may see a rejection at the top of the 208.68 value area. So he's looking to play IWM puts 0 DTE and he's putting the 208s into his active trader. So that's the most likely contracts that he's going to trade. And you know that 10 minutes before market open. So I'm going to go and do that now. So IWM into my active trader. Now, every brokerage is going to be different, and people will do this different ways. But what you can do is go to all products here. You find the contracts that you're looking for. I always mess up and get the wrong contract, so I'm going to be really careful here as I explain it. 208s. So we're going to click on the 208s. We're going to send the 208 puts for today to my active trader. Right here. So when I go and look at my active trader, I check the contracts up the top here. It can be hard to see this a little bit. on YouTube sometimes. So just want to get rid of this purple line. I don't like the adding here. Now the options aren't open, but they shut at 0.57, which means they're going to be pretty cheap by the end of the day. So to do this quickly, and it is a quick trade, the bracket orders tend to be the way to do things. So I've set up bracket orders which are called Russell 1, and here they are here. Today I'm going to scalp faster, so I'm going to set the stop loss and the preset here. I'm going to go for 5 cents to the upside, and I'm going to set this to 15 cents to the downside. So if it goes up 5 cents or $5 per contract, it'll trigger my order here, and I'll get filled for profit. If it goes down 15 cents, I'll get stopped out. I'm going to put these number of contracts to 15. It's a comfortable level for me. It's not too much, not too little. Don't want to go too high. Don't want to go too low. These contracts are going to be cheap though. They're going to be very, very cheap because the IWM is, I think it's up. I haven't looked. Let's see what he's saying. See, so he's back still in pre-market here. We've got about 5 minutes to market open. So we may see a rejection at 208. Very high volume is sitting in the value area. The VIX is fading as well. Price is near the top of the higher value. So 28.7 is the current VIX price. Sorry, the current IWM. So he's showing you different values of volume and areas of volume, and that's what he goes on a lot of time. It's a simple, but it's a more complex strategy if you're not used to it. And to me, I've always used like technical analysis, so this is a little different to me. So usually what happens now is he'll post at everyone moving to the voice channel. I'm going to anticipate that, and I'm going to go to the voice channel, which is on the left here. You just click general, and I'm connected to voice channel right now. So you won't hear anybody because they're all muted, but there's a lot of people in here already waiting for today's trade. See, just posted moving over to the voice channel, and it's about 5 minutes. So you should start to hear David talking in the next few minutes, and I'll just let him talk while you guys listen. This is a very standard morning trade.
Good morning, everyone. Hope all is well. And so prices are in a nice spot. Really rejecting, thank you, rejecting that top value. There is a nice little value area, a volume area, 208.91 to 208.83. Will we touch it? I don't know, but we're right at the top of the highest value of last session. We just faded back into it with a lot of volume taking place at 208.70. This could happen fast. I would love to see us pop a little higher, as always, but we're right in that high volume area. Where are you guys? Okay,
I'm going to switch to general chat now because a lot of people start commenting in
starting
general
to hit
chat.
it again. Then I think we're gonna, which I mean, my thought is not really gonna sway the market, but I think we're gonna at least hit the 208.78 area potentially before fading down. That's what it seems like is happening, but it could fade because we're right at the top of the highest of the value at 208.71, and we keep hitting it and so I think we're gonna at least go up to 208.83. That's what I would love to see us fade from. I would love for us to fade from there. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Yep. And we keep going a little bit to that area, so I would love to see us hit that. Even 209 flat would be perfect too. So I got 209s, 208s in my watch list with 208s in my active trader. Prices are great. Of course, that's going to change at open, $59 per contract with a currently $2 spread. And we're in, like every time we pop in that 208.77 area, there's little to no volume. The 920 candle showed a lot of volume, telling me there's big. Oh, and it's dropping. Look at that drop. See if we can get a bounce back higher. We're in that area of volume.
I'm just checking my order while he's talking.
There. So a minute and 30 till cash open, and prices are really starting to fall. So I would love for us to pop back into it. I hope it's not a falling knife here. It's going to be hard to catch. Opportunity was looking really, really good until a second ago, but that doesn't mean we may not pop higher first. Now we're out of that value area. $57. Don't like where price just dropped from. I would have loved for it to drop when we was at actually playing it at open. All right, got 30 seconds until cash open.
Yes, it's nearly game time. Sounds like it might be a difficult or no trade today, so either way, I just wanted to show you guys
But
what
we
to
may
do.
see a pop because we're at the bottom of that value now. We may see a pop higher because of that. Okay, that looks a lot better now with 10 seconds until cash. This may fade pretty fast. Let's see what the spread looks like. All right, we're opening now. Okay, good hit up. Oh, it's hitting that area that I like. $44 per contract on 208s. All right, I'm in here, 208s
So I'm just
at
hitting the buy market, so
$44.
I got
So we're
45, so
right at that area we
$45,
was talking about,
and he got
208.92 to
$44.
208.93. 44.
So yeah, 1 cent higher than him. So I'm just gonna type in mine. 45.
It hit that area right away. With no interest there too. Okay.
There we
There we
go,
go.
starting to
Come on,
build up.
sellers. There we go.
There we go.
Hit that area.
There we
That's
go.
it. There we go. Hit that area back into the top of value.
There we go. So I just
54
filled
is my
for a profit there.
entry. Looking at
I
about to get
just
that
got the
54 right now.
money right there.
There we
So
go, sellers.
looking
That's what
over
I'm talking
here,
about.
you can see that I
There we
got
go.
$90 in profit right there on the right. So that's the trade for me. Other people are already starting to get it as well here, Sid. So I'm gonna say sweet.
There we go. TOS debit hit 54. Just got my first
got my
10.
profit. So he actually got
Move my
10, and I got
stop.
half of that.
Nice.
So people start to
That was perfect.
post in and get their profits. So yeah, so that's basically how it's done. It was a really easy trade. That's
That was
typically how they
perfect.
go 95% of the time. So it's pretty good.
I moved my stop to 46.
Again, I actually sized down in position size today,
And I made that's maybe
and
all I
hopefully you
get
can
too.
see my
Looks like it.
profit right there. But yeah, so that was that.
Yep. That's all I got.
I
And
think
that
he
is
got
it. I am out. $10 per contract. Profit.
see all the people
And
starting to
still hitting that
post their
area, but I don't
results.
trust it again. That was perfect. Oh, and then it faded again too. Is that an iceberg? That's an iceberg. You see
So
if it
this
hit. What
guy
happens after that?
just copy trades all this stuff. It's amazing.
Curious now to see what happens after that. But I am out $10 per contract. Hit that area perfectly and fade it.
You can hear him still giving commentary here as well.
I'm kind of curious what happens at 10 o'clock, but I'm not gonna play it because we have consumer confidence. I think, and prices are going higher into the 209s with no interest. I'm really curious what happens there. Almost to the extreme. I wonder what happens at 10. I'm kind of because that's gonna be a big report. Consumer confidence. That was perfect. All right, let me move over to you all.
So David starts reading through the comments because he likes
Take
to
out some
see
stops, I
the
bet you.
wins.
209.34 is where you would think some stops would be. It didn't quite get there, and now it's fading back. All right, let me focus on y'all. See, general chat. Okay, looks like 47 entry at 46, 45. Okay, Russell got a cent from me. All right, 46 to 53. Nice. Got your profit. Awesome. I wonder if we're gonna hit those stops up there. 209.35 and see what happens from there. But I'm really curious about 10 o'clock because as a consumer, I can't imagine that report being a good one. What did I say? 209.35. We ain't quite hit there yet, but I'm curious to see.
I'll post
I'm
my
sorry.
profits in the
Let me
chat
look at
here. It's
what you
not
guys
much. I
have.
went smaller. I've been
Do
trying to
do
go a bit
do.
smaller.
TP at 20 ticks. Awesome. All out. Hope that's all out, meaning in profit. Okay, got your 20 ticks. Set to 40, 47. Okay, fire. 47 to 55. Oh, somebody alarm is going off. Oh, look at they barely got those stops and trying to drop it down. Nice easy trade. Okay, that's fire. Look at them coming in now. Now they coming in hotter. Yep, they hit those stops. Dropped it again. Easy trade. Yeah, this was pretty straightforward too. Wasn't a lot of mystery in today. Uh, in and out real quick. 45 to 55. Nice. Only 8 for you, Q. That's still money. What did I buy? I bought the 208 puts, 0 DTE. Yeah, that was fast. I was expecting, really, I wanted before the open the price to stay in the 208.80 area, but it faded before cash. So I was looking for a pop higher. Hit that second high volume, and then look at it now, it's really dropping. So it basically took out some stops too. Which if you we're all retail traders, right? So if you keep your mind, we're trying to be more professional with it and think more professional, but don't forget how you started and think about how you place your stops, and most likely you'll have the same stops. Most retail traders have their stops in the same area. um, Even though we didn't play the stops, it definitely hit the stop area before fading down. So hopefully that answers your question. You was distracted for a second. Yeah, it can happen quick. Time is really not what I focus on, more so the area. So it can be quick, or it can be a minute, or it can be what I mean, a couple minutes or whatever. A day.
So just revising what I did here.
Well, I don't know about everybody. I can't remember what happened yesterday. As far as like who made money, who didn't. I can tell you, I was pretty much break even with a technically a loss on commissions. So that's just my 44 to 54. Awesome. And at 48 still running. Ooh, if you in at 48, that's not you only well, you're a 6 cent drawdown if you're still in it right now.
David goes on to chat for another 10 or 15 minutes, like answering questions. But I thought I'd just cut off the video here. You can see the contracts are still hovering around where we got in roughly. But generally the trade is done and dusted by now. And yeah, that's it. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you want to sign up for IWM trade alerts, just come to this page that's in the description below. Check it out. If you're already in there, hopefully my demonstration there gave you some help. Maybe you're not using bracket orders and then you realize that other people are. Hopefully that's helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon.